Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I am taking my first look at a glass dip pen. This is one I purchased a couple weeks ago, and it's been sitting here and I haven't used it because I really wanted to give you an honest first look. I'm just gonna be real honest about it, and we're gonna see what I think of this. I have never tried one of these before. This is the Teranashi Guitar Glass Pen. This is the light green. They have other colors. There is, I think it's like a pink, there's a blue, and there's kind of like a yellowish gold. I will link this. It can be purchased at Jet Pens and on Amazon. It's about $23 US. All the products I'm using I will link in the description box in case you're curious. We're going to try some different inks and we're going to try some different papers. And we're just going to see if I can do this. So this is the Epsilon, Stillman, and Birn. And the first I'm going to try, this is a Winsor Newton. This is a drawing ink. This is Cobalt. I really like these drawing inks. They're not light fast, but for illustration where you're just uploading digitally, or you're doing print reproduction products, or you just want to practice and learn and you want to try something that's kind of small and fairly affordable, this is a decent one. I have a couple of these. Oh my gosh, can I even get the cap off? Oh no, I can't, hold on. Sorry about that. I had to bust out one of our kitchen, you know those like grippy things where these have grips, so when you hold on you can unscrew stuff. Anyway, if I remember where I purchased those from, I'll link those too. Those are great, especially if you have trouble with your wrists and your hands and stuff. Anyways, it's been a long time since I've used this ink, so that's probably why. Now, I don't know. I'm going to ask questions as I do this. I don't know how far down I'm supposed to dip the pen, like all the way to the guy here. There's grooves, and the ink sits in the grooves. Like, I know that much, but I don't know how much I'm supposed to put on the pen. Okay, well that looks really pretty. Okay, so I don't know if I know what I'm doing. I apologize. Oh, okay, so at an angle. Winsor and Newton. Oh, okay, it feels it's fairly smooth. There's a little tiny scratch to it. It could be this paper. Again, this paper is very, very thin. Here is a scrap of paper that's 100% cotton. I have a whole roll of this. I'll throw up this paper, and this has a little bit of texture. So the more texture it has, the scratchier it is. I just want to see, like, again, this isn't for journaling. I didn't buy this stuff for journaling. You could journal with inks and a glass dip pen. I am more of an illustrator, so everything I do is from sort of, it's from that angle, you know? That's how I approach all the things. So this ink is great. I'm not having any problem. I'm not getting like globs. You know how sometimes pens unevenly put out ink and then it's clumpy and then it gets thin and it gets clumpy again? This is all evenly distributed. I really, really like that. I would say as far as like a 07, 08 is what this looks like to me. For my pen friends who fine liner and want to know, this is it's bigger than an 05. So if you're wondering what this equates to, that's what it looks like to me. A little heart. Okay, this is a lot of fun. The third paper I want to try, and this holds a lot of ink. This is an old Hobonichi. This is the 02. And I have about half a dozen pages where I'm still doing like test things. Do I need to dip it again? No? I imagine it takes longer. So coated paper is going to take longer for inks to dry just because it's coated. It doesn't sink in. It's not cotton or pulp or cellulose. It's a little bit lighter. This is an ivory paper, but it still looks a little lighter to me. And it's very smooth on coated paper. So if you like a very smooth drawing experience or smooth writing experience, understand that coated pages are going to feel better. There's still a little scratch, but it's not as much as this other stuff. So that is drawing ink. I like it. It's even, it's consistent. I also have the Scarlet. And when I mix them together, I get a really nice periwinkle. So I'm going to attempt to clean this for the first time. People say cleanup is easy. Let's see. Here's a jar. And you're supposed to just, what, swirl it? Oh gosh, it's all off, isn't it? Well, that worked. Wild. Okay. I have a little towel. This is crazy. I've been dying to draw with this pen, and I didn't want to start doing it till I did a first look video with you for just, you know, a very honest reaction. All right, we're gonna try a fountain pen ink that has shimmer. This is the Ferris wheel press. This is like Riveting Pond. This is another blue. I might have a thing for blue. We will forgive me in time. Again, this is the Epsilon Stillman Birn. Oh, gosh. So pretty. You can see this one is a little bit more turquoise. I don't think you get the shimmer when you go this thin with the nibs. You're lost on the shimmer. You just get the color. You kind of need to brush it on and get it thicker because this has a couple different colors that shimmer. There's a gold in here and a pink. Okay. Let's try the 100% cotton here. This is a mixed media paper. Oh, this pen is so much fun. And I'm not even doing any adequate doodles, but it's, you know, swirls count. That looks cool loaded up with ink, doesn't it? Boy, I see why people really gravitate. This visually, it's very stunning. Okay, let's try this on the Tomoe River. Again, very smooth. So there are planners that have the Tomoe River. You can buy notebooks that have this. It is a double coated on both sides. The benefits to paper that is coated is you can constantly work it. If you want to go back in with a paintbrush or you want to go back in with other products and you want to just keep scrubbing across the same thing over and over and over again, you don't have to worry about ripping fibers or sort of creating a pulp with, you know, the cellulose and things starting to pill and bunch up and just the fibers coming apart. You don't have to worry about that. And a lot of products don't bleed through because of the coating. So it's very smooth. I'm enjoying myself here. Okay, let's try, I want to try one last thing. Okay, let's clean this again. This is kind of a quick video, isn't it? I'll do a video, you know, in 6 months, down the road, a year. I want to get to know this product, especially when it comes to terms of like layering inks and trying and seeing what this does on different papers when I try to layer stuff, and that's just going to be through trial and error and me wanting to experiment with what I'm currently working on. I wanted to see, here's one of my palettes. It's a mess, but that's how you know I'm working. Let me add some water here. This is the dioxazine purple. It's a really dark purple. It's light fast. Do I have a stirring stick? I do. I have a paper clip here. It has a huge value range. It's super, super dark to very pale. I wanted to see if I could do watercolor. Like not just inks. So if you're a watercolor artist, but you want to try a dip pen and you don't want to buy any ink, ooh, this is real watery. I'm not sure. Oh, heck yes. So you could watercolor with a dip pen if you want. It looks like it's going to take a little more finessing. I'm holding it at a little bit of a different angle, trying to figure out what works best. But you can absolutely watercolor with a dip pen too. So, and you know, yeah, okay. So in 6 months, I'll try some weird stuff and we'll see how thick and chunky, because you can break up like sumi inks that have soot in them. You can take charcoal and you can grind it up real fine and you can add it to some of your watercolors and get them to look a little bit more smoky, a little more earthy. I'm curious to see if bigger pigment particles get stuck in the grooves or not. I had to sneeze. Excuse me. I didn't see that coming. See, I dipped it in the dark. I'm not sure, because it's not evenly mixed in my pan. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. I just want the liquid portion. But you can absolutely watercolor fine detail. If you are doing scales, you're drawing a reptile, a lizard, a gecko, you're doing a specific snake, and you want to have certain things colored in and looking interesting. For fine details, this would absolutely work. Let's see. This paper. Yeah. Again, it's even smoother because it's coated. So, a lot of applications. I did watercolor, I did a fountain ink, and I did a drawing ink. This is fun. Oh, I'm going to have fun today. Okay. Thank you for doing a first look with me, for hanging out and seeing what there is to see. I enjoy experimenting and trying new stuff. You know what this reminds me of? Is kind of a watercolor pencil, but it's already been liquefied. Does that make sense? Yeah, a little more finessing, but I like that the cleanup process is quick. Anything with a quick cleanup process, I'm here for it, you know? You don't want to spend your days cleaning up, setting up, taking down. You want to spend your time doing the actual work, you know? The drawing, the writing, the whatever it is. So now it's clean. That's amazing. This is a lot of fun. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I explained this well. It was a very easy, intuitive process. It wasn't complicated. I didn't feel like I was screwing anything up, except when I dipped too far down in the watercolor and it wasn't thin enough. So this is awesome. And again, this isn't the most expensive one on the market. There might be ones that are smoother. There is a company where they have different size tips. They sort of equate to different fine liners, but I don't think they have anything for sale right now. Japan has a lot of really good glass dip pens that you might have to order direct from them. I'm not sure. Again, I am so new to this that I just can't offer a lot of information, but I can tell you it wasn't hard to do. It was super easy to clean up, and it worked great with the 3 products I tried on the 3 papers that I tried. So I'm calling this a success. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.